On our third night in Lisbon, Alex took us to SR.VI and HO restaurant for dinner. This is a very unique restaurant. The quality of the food is high. The main point has singer singing in it. The appetizer is a plate of delicious shrimps.
Sou do fado, como sei.
Sua voz com carinho canta baixinho sua tristeza. Sempre que Lisboa canta, a gente encanta sua beleza. Pois quando Lisboa canta, canta o fado com certeza.
Quatro paredes de pranto, quatro muros de ansiedade, e à noite fazem tudo que se acende na cidade.
Because Dan and S youngest son Nelson lives in Cascais, north of Lisbon. Early on the fourth day, we drove half an hour from Lisbon to find him. Cascais is a charming seaside town on the Portuguese Riviera. When you see the palm trees on both sides of the road, you know you are almost at your destination. Cascais was once a fishing village. But in the 19th century, it gradually developed into a popular summer resort for the Portuguese royal family and nobles. Now Cascais has become a popular seaside tourist city. There are many murals painted on the exterior walls of buildings in the city. There are also traditional Portuguese shops and restaurants. The historic center of the town has its characteristic narrow black and white wavy gravel streets. I think of the Portuguese gravel pavement that is exactly the same as the one in front of Senado Square in Macau. Cascais Beach. After meeting Nelson, we had a simple breakfast at the local supermarket. Then we visited the local wet market, and it felt no different from the markets in Macau and China. Pass by Cascais Castle. Santa Marta Museum Lighthouse. Hell's Mouth. then go to the seaside restaurant Furnace du Guincho for lunch. Then proceed to the Cabo Russell Lighthouse, the northernmost point on the entire European continent. Along the way, we saw high winds and strong waves, and the wind intensity exceeded the level 5 wind limit for drones to take off. What you see is the Point Cabo Russell Lighthouse, the northernmost symbol of continental Europe. Back at Dandon's house, Nelson showed us some of magic tricks that he had never shown us before.
And 3 blank cards. Okay, this is our canvas for today. All right. What we're gonna do today, we're going to choose a theme. All right. Let's try to draw something scary. All right. Okay. You don't need to focus in your mind. You don't need to focus on something specific. Just start jumping around your ideas or something that you feel associated with scary. All right. So I'm gonna start you to like thinking in your subconscious. Let's just go around in your head what you think you associate with the idea of being terrified. All right. Let's jump around. You don't need to just to anchor on anything specific. Right? Can you do that? Okay. I want you to use your left hand like a brush and start to draw. Okay. 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 Let's see what you have done. Okay. Oh. So okay. I see what you're trying to go for. But let's try again. Now it's like we have a baseline of what you're trying to do. Now we're trying to focus on the details. All right. Once again, use your left hand as a paintbrush and start waving around like you're drawing. Alright. Now let's see what happens. Wait. Nothing has happened. Maybe use your right hand. Okay. Use your right hand as a brush and start.
On the 5th day, we went to Algarve Pass by Vasco da Gama Bridge to meet Dandon's husband Fee. The bridge was open to traffic before the 1998 World Expo. When it opened to traffic, the Vasco da Gama Bridge was the longest bridge in Europe, about 12 kilometers long. The bridge was named in honor of the famous Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama. Portugal's highways are also of good quality, straight and not bumpy. After 3.5 hours of drive, we arrived at Fia's holiday home. Also met his second son, Ricardo.
At the end of the day, you will see Lisbon and Cascais. It's a brightness.
After a short rest, Fee took us to the beach to enjoy the scenery. We arrived at the Benadryl Cave and saw the sea view that we usually only see on TV. The miraculous craftsmanship of nature is breathtaking. You can only appreciate its beauty when you are in it. Going to a seaside restaurant at noon. Walking on the cobblestone road, I feel like I'm back in Macau. This is a place where there are more birds than people.
Arriving at the small town of Portugal in the evening.
The reason why we can take such clear pictures of birds is because they have to stick to their territory. Night markets are similar to those in China, and they are in the same slum. On the contrary, its bus street is crowded and lively. Early the next morning, I took some videos of Albufeira Beach from the hotel balcony. After breakfast, we arrived at Peterhead Point. I was afraid of seasickness, so I just took videos on the shore.
And you good beer? Beer?
What you drink?
你能听吗？
The local PU-style restaurant is still very unique and not expensive. Probably because of the high temperature and the dry weather, we encountered two fires on the way back to Lisbon. There was a traffic jam on the road due to the fire, so it took an extra hour. Before arriving in the city, I saw another fire on the other side of the bridge. It was said that more than 100 cars in a parking lot were burned. After spending 7 days in Portugal, I would fly back to Macau today. On the way to the airport, we saw the famous Lisbon Cathedral. Thank you, Alex, for always accompanying us in Portugal. Farewell to beautiful Lisbon once again through the glare window of the plane. I originally planned to have an hour to connect in Paris, but the previous flight was delayed by half an hour. Fortunately, I was the last one to catch the scheduled Air France flight to Hong Kong. Just a week after hosting the Olympic Games, the night in Paris is still bright. The Frenchman's romance is also reflected in his cabin lighting color scheme. Just after finishing this dish for breakfast the next day, my daughter told me that it was just an appetizer. I was already full, and I thought, are French people that good at eating? The map on the plane shows that the plane has entered China. It should be noon. Why is it not done yet? Suddenly, the entire plane turned into daylight, only to realize that the blinding windows had been turned to black. After a 13-hour flight, we finally saw Hong Kong.